to a Rainy Night and episode 79 of Quest for 1,000 Songs, where you give me inspiration to keep going each week and write 2 new songs, no matter what's going on. 2 new songs every week, 79 weeks in a row, from suggestions that you give me. And I also have to learn to cover. I've never played before. So I learned to cover a few minutes ago and wrote these songs about an hour and a half ago. And we're going to get started now. Direct from the Rob Lincoln Unpresidential Library. So this first song was inspired by a suggestion by one of our listeners, Lori Citro, great singer-songwriter from the state of Delaware. And she suggested I listen to Pulling Muscles from a Shell. This doesn't sound anything like that, but it was inspired by Squeeze. It's called Kinda Like Her. She's been a loner, she's been a schemer. Leave her alone and watch what she becomes. She drives real crazy, makes me feel lazy, throws me a bone and I'll pick up the crumbs. Kinda like a, kind of in between. Kinda think you know she won't, kinda think she's mean. She lives in a bottle, but she goes full throttle. Drives a little MG on the wrong side of the street. Wants to always go far, drive toward the North Star. She has such a small car, but it's fast and so sleek. Kinda like a, kind of in between. Kinda like a, even though you won't think she's mean. Don't think she sees me as she drives quickly by. Never think she'll even tell me if she likes to lie. She can be so social, her voice can be so shrill, but she gets quiet when she finally quits her scene. She comes home exhausted, sleeps into her bed, closes her eyes and slips into my dream. Kinda like a, kind of in between. Kinda know, you know she won't, kinda think she's a mean. Kinda like a, kind of in between. Kinda think you know she won't, kinda think she's mean. Kinda think she's mean. Kinda think she's mean. That was a little pop song, just wrote real quick, called Kinda Like Her. Thanks for the suggestion, Lori, for listening to Squeeze. Maybe with a full band, that might sound slightly like Squeeze. Anyhow, off to the next inspiration, a completely different one. So this was an inspiration that was suggested by the great singer-songwriter Heidi Wolfson, singer-songwriter of the band Cubism. And she suggested I listen to some Bright Eyes, and I did, and this is the song that came out. My Turn to Bloom. I looked up, all I saw was the sky. Sun pulled me into ground. All I felt were my little friends all around. And I knew that soon it would be my turn to bloom. I looked up, felt the water come down on me. I bent to the left, felt a mighty oak tree. I wondered aloud in the silent sunshine of spring. How could I be part of so much of everything? And I knew it would soon be my turn to bloom. All the while, children laughed and I smiled, but they couldn't see all I felt inside of me. I grew, I made other flowers, became friends with the bees. Seconds lasted like hours. I spread and left my seed everywhere, but I knew things never end so fair. Yes, I knew it would be soon their turn to bloom. All the while, children laughed and I smiled. All I felt inside of me. The child's smile caught me in her bright eyes, sized me up and tried me on for size. Fly away in her golden light hair, gone today, but what's fair may not seem fair. And I knew it was my turn to bloom. And I knew that was my turn to bloom. My Turn to Bloom, brand new song, like the other one before it. Now a cover, I've just learned. Thanks for the inspiration, Bright Eyes and Heidi Wilson. This is an old traditional song I've heard many times. I always love the Mae West version. It's around for a long time. It's about a real murder in the late 19th century. And I believe Albert, who was the Johnny in this song, was actually only 17 years old when he was killed. But sounds like he certainly deserved some kind of retribution. Anyhow, it's Frankie and Johnny, and the reason I'm playing it is I noticed it was a song that Jimmy Rogers liked to cover, and the great Jimmy Rogers was born September 8th, 1897, so we're a few days from his birthday. Many years from his birthday, though. This is Frankie and Johnny. Just learned. Frankie and Johnny were lovers. Oh Lord, how they could love. They swore to be true to each other, just as true as the stars above. He was her man, but he did her wrong. Frankie went down to the barroom to buy her Johnny a beer. Said to the bartender, has my ever-loving Johnny been here? He was my man, but though he's doing me wrong. cannot tell you no story. I cannot tell you no lie. Johnny left about an hour ago with a girl named Nellie Bly. He is your man, but he's a doing you wrong. Frankie went down to Broadway with a 44 in her hands. Said, stand aside, all you chorus girls. I'm looking for my man. He is my man, but he's a doing me wrong. Time she shot him, he staggered. The next time she shot him, he fell. The last time she shot him, oh Lord, there was another man's face in hell. He was her man, but he did it wrong. Well, I guess you don't mess with Frankie. Perhaps her name was Frances. Anyhow, that was an old traditional song. The idea that I decided to grab it was, I actually had heard the song before, so it was helpful. And never played it before, though. In fact, that was the first time I've ever played it right now on camera. But it's a pretty easy song. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And let us celebrate Jimmy Rogers, the singing brakeman. If you have a chance, get to listen to his stuff. Wonderful roots country performer and songwriter, but he didn't write that one. He just played it. If you liked anything tonight, whenever you're hearing it, please click like. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. Thanks so much for listening. Come back next week. Next week will be episode 80. 80! Wow. Take care.